I'm Mandy Rodriguez, and I'm here with Hometown Happenings, and I'm here with Stacy Wells and Officer McElmurray. And Stacy and Officer McElmurray work with Toys for Tots. So how you guys doing?
We're doing okay. It's been an interesting year for us.
Okay.
COVID makes it interesting, so we've had to think outside the box. We're COVID compliant. We're doing things that we've never done before. But we are going to make it work and make sure all the children in our community are taken care of at Christmas time.
Awesome, awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about Toys for Tots?
Toys for Tots was started in 1947 by Major Hendricks. Actually, his wife started it. His wife that year decided to make a Raggedy Ann doll and then told the Major, go find a child that needs it. So the Major went out and found a child and also discovered that there was nothing in the communities for the children that needed help and the families that needed help during Christmas time. So at that time, the Marine Corps, not the reserves, the Marine Corps started up the Toys for Tots program. A few years later, the Marine Corps Reserves took it over, and that usually is when you see your Marine Corps leagues come involved. At this time, there are over 800 campaigns in the United States, including Guam, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. About 500 and something of those campaigns are run by an LCO, that would be me, a local coordinator, and the other campaigns are run by a literal Marine Corps unit. So everybody has a little bit of different rules, what we can and can't do.
Okay.
When we have our fundraising events, obviously anybody in uniform, that would include the Marines or law enforcement, cannot touch the money. But the LCOs can and any of our assistants can. So we work well together and hand in hand to make sure that our campaigns are funded, both monetarily and with toys. And it's a long, drawn-out process through the year.
Awesome, awesome. So when did you get involved with Toys for Tots?
This is my 25th year with the campaign.
Okay.
My sons were 13, and both were in the Marine Cadets program that they had here in Placerville. And part of the Marine Cadet program was you do Toys for Tots.
Okay.
So they also used to do the color guard at the start of the Hangtown Parade every year, Christmas parade. And after being involved that first year with my sons, it was like, this is a program I can get involved with. So I continued to volunteer my time, sorting toys, packing toys, putting out boxes, whatever needed to be done. And through the years, I kind of worked my way up into being trusted as an assistant coordinator. And this is my 4th year as a coordinator for El Dorado County.
Awesome. Awesome. So, like, from my perspective, I'll see, we see like the little boxes when you walk into the stores. How do they all get there? Like, and what goes into getting those toys and those boxes, like, into a truck and then distributed, like, around the county? Okay,
so I have 15 routes in El Dorado County, from El Dorado Hills up to Camino.
Okay.
All the way out to Georgetown, Grizzly Flat, Somerset, that type of area. All my volunteer drivers come in and see me. They get a route where they'll have anywhere from 7 to 53 businesses that have been working with us for the years. They get their box. They get their campaign literature, which is usually the poster. You see Santa Claus, the Marine Corps Reserve, Toys for Tots. Information for the campaign is on the poster. The drivers put out the boxes, and then they contact the businesses once a week. How's your box doing? Do we need to come empty it? If the driver hasn't gotten to them, we are getting phone calls or emails. Box is full, please come empty. Driver goes out, empties, brings it to the warehouse. We count it. We sort it by age and gender. And then when we get ready to do our distribution, we have the list that the parents fill out. And more volunteers come in and they start picking through and filling up the bags for the children. Okay. So about how many toys get distributed per year? Last year we had over 10,000 toys. Wow. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. It was a very good year. We had over 10,000 toys and just over 1,500 children.
Okay.
So the children got an average, if memory serves me correctly, 6.78 toys apiece.
Wow, that's cool. That's a good Christmas.
That's a very
Very
good
full
Christmas
Yeah.
for the children. And then we also make sure, besides just the toys, each family gets a book, a coloring book and crayons, a stuffed animal, a sports ball, a puzzle, and a game. So we do our best to make sure that there is a lot under the tree for the families that need it.
That's awesome.
We work hard.
Yeah, sounds like it. So, Officer McElmurray, where do you come in this whole picture of toys?
Well, Stacy was reminding me, I think that was about 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
I was the area public information officer for Placerville. Introduced to Stacy, and it was like a whirlwind. She said, "Be ready to hit the ground running." And I said, "Okay." So our event is Chips for Kids, and we found out the uniqueness of El Dorado County is that the Toys for Tots program is so strong here. It was almost like we were a competing event, and why would we do that when we're here to help out with kids just like they are? So we said, let's combine. And Stacy
Okay.
said, all I need is your help, and that was some big shoes to fill when I jumped in it.
Awesome.
She had me working every weekend and every day off, and we were really hitting it hard. So we've been really happy, and it's been a very successful event, a lot because of Stacy and the group that she has. And they welcome us in with open arms, and we've been working with you seamlessly since. Mm-hmm. I
Awesome.
think it's 5 years now, you said?
5 years. This is the
Incredible.
5th year.
Wow.
Awesome.
So
you guys raise money too.
We do. We do.
And-
We have people from the community and bringing in toys and money for our event originally. And what we realized is we have lists. Stacy had lists. We'd find that we were having people that were coming in and getting stuff from us and from her. And why not just do this where we have one large list? We'll combine the two lists so we don't ever double up. Everybody
Yeah.
gets equal amounts, so we can service more people in the community, which is
Awesome.
what we wanted to do.
Awesome. Okay, so what kind of events do we have coming up soon that we can get the toys out to the kids?
yeah, so we are having, unfortunately, we've lost 5 of our fund and toy drives so far this year because of COVID.
Okay.
So we've had to think outside of the box a little bit. We've had 2 entities reach out to us and said we'd like to do something to help. So one of them is the Iron Warriors Motorcycle Club.
Okay.
We're going to be meeting them on November 21st.
Okay.
And the guys are going to ride in. They have toys on their bikes. I'm very excited. It's the first time we've ever had a motorcycle club offer to help us out. Then we are going to do some shopping at one of our local stores. They have some funds set aside. I have some funds set aside for them. And another group has come up and said we'd also like to donate during that time. So we're looking forward to that. We are allowed to keep our bell tower event because we're drive-through, so we are COVID compliant.
Okay.
So that we'll be at the Hangtown Bell Tower on December 5th and 6th from 9 to 4.
Okay.
And people, we have no shame. I'm the first to admit we have no shame. We dress up, we dance, we sing, we do whatever we can to get people to pay attention to us. Drive through, drop some funds into one of the donation cans, roll down your window, hold out your toys. We will take them from you. Cameron Park Corvettes has said they'd like to participate. So they'll be coming in on the 6th at noon
Okay.
with their whole club and their Corvettes, which this is
That's
gonna
awesome.
That's great.
That's
That'd
gonna be
cool.
nice.
Yeah. And they'll bring toys and
they'll
they're
bring
all
toys.
stocked up. Okay.
They'll bring toys, and it's always fun to see the ones that have, the 4-foot teddy bear riding shotgun in their car while you're driving down the road.
Nice.
Also, during our bell tower event, we have the Hangtown Marshals coming out.
Okay.
Unfortunately, those guys, all of their events have been canceled for the year because of COVID. So they were like, we'd like to help. I'm like, great. They're going to be directing traffic. They'll also be assisting people, taking in the toys from them. And I also plan on sending them out on Main Street to the businesses that have toys that we can purchase for the children in our community.
Okay.
So our bell tower event is one of our biggest events. We usually put between, depending on the year we've had, $3,000 to $6,000 out on Main Street.
Wow.
on the stores.
So you'll collect this money and then you'll go out and not only help small businesses, but then you take those toys and distribute them
Right.
to
And
the community, which is what a community is about, right?
this is what we're
Yeah.
supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I'm very adamant that El Dorado County, our funds stay in our county, and our toys stay in our county.
Yeah.
And I know past couple of years we had the big fire. Where was that? Butte County.
Butte County, right.
Butte County, and people are like, send toys, and it's like, no, the foundation's got them taken care of. They sent 25 pallets of toys to Butte County. They were taken care of.
Oh, wow.
So there's always the option if there is a catastrophic event, we can contact the foundation and say, we are supposed to get supplemental toys. Do we need to send them to the other campaigns?
Okay.
And the foundation is very good about taking care of each campaign.
Okay.
The foundation this year is sending our campaign about $12,000 worth of toys to help us out.
Okay.
So that's something huge that helps our children. Mm-hmm. So we work very hard to make sure everything goes out.
So as far as collecting funds this year because of COVID, like how does it compare to years in the past? Where are you at right now with that?
This year we're about a third of what we usually bring in, and it's again because we have lost the ability to have our fundraising campaigns. Mm-hmm. So it'll be all right. Okay. You know, we'd love to have more funds. It goes back into our community. Mm-hmm. But if not, I am notorious for being a penny pincher. I can make a nickel scream. Mm-hmm. And I have no shame about walking into any of our businesses, even the big boxes, and say, I'm here to shop for Toys for Tots. What are you going to do for us?
There you go.
And
that's awesome.
some of them are like, we'll give you 15% off. And it's like, great. I saved $300. Now I'll put that $300 back into your store. Mm-hmm. You help me, I'm going to help you. Mm-hmm. So we have no shame asking for discounts. That's what we do.
Well, I think that's awesome. So with COVID and everything, I think everybody has like tried to eat out more and support small businesses. So this is just one more thing. It sounds like one more thing we can do. Step it up, buy some extra presents, maybe do a little more than we did last year if we can, and help you guys out, which helps our community, right?
It helps our community, and that would be great if it happens. And I had somebody mention to me that during COVID, everybody being locked down and being stuck in their homes, and even though they're trying to go out and eat more, one lady I know said, it hurts people's heart. It hurts their soul because they're not being able to go out and assist those who need it. Mm-hmm. So we're hoping that is true.
Yeah,
we're
this
looking
is
for
something we can do to kind of cure our kind of loneliness by helping other people, right?
Correct.
So,
and also because we have to be COVID compliant, we usually go through during our distribution weekend, we go through about 200 volunteers.
Yes.
And we're not going to be able to do that this year because we have to have a smaller amount of volunteers in the warehouse once we get it finalized and set up. So that makes it hard for us. We also have to do something different where drive-through distribution.
yeah.
So after the families have registered, they're giving a number with their name on it and the amount of children that they'll be picking up for. And when they come through drive-through distribution, they come at the time and pop your trunk. We put your toys in your trunk or in the back of your truck or your back seat or whatever it may be. And Merry Christmas, don't get out of your car. We need to cut down on our physical interaction, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
we'll take care of that.
Yeah. If people want to register, how do they go about that?
Okay, our next registration date is November 14th.
Okay.
We have one the 14th, the 21st, and our last one is November 28th. The 14th and the 21st is at the Veterans Hall at 130 Placerville Drive from 9 to 4.
Okay.
When you come in to register, you need to bring some sort of government photo ID, driver's license, passport, visa, something with your face on it so we can verify who you are. Mm-hmm. Then you need to bring us a bill with a service address in our county.
Okay.
Again, we get back to making sure the toys stay in our county.
Okay.
So you can bring me your cell phone bill, your insurance payment for your car. You can bring me your car registration, something that shows that you live at that service address.
Okay.
Then you bring me the information on your children. The best thing to bring for your children, their medical ID cards.
Okay.
You have to be the custodial parent or the parent and guardian or the custodial agency with court paperwork showing that you have custody of those children.
Okay.
Because it's not unusual for mom to come in and register and then grandma try to register and dad try to register, and that is not a fair distribution of our gifts for our children.
Okay. So they have to do it in person, though.
They have to do it in person.
They have to come in person. Okay.
Takes 5 minutes.
Okay.
The ladies that I have doing registration are phenomenal. Literally, you come in and it's like, let me see your ID, let me see your service address, let me see proof of children. They write everything down, you verify it, they sign off. At that point, the ladies will give you a ticket with your pickup date and time. So you'll be picking up Saturday, December 13th at 9 o'clock in the morning for 2 children.
Got it.
Unfortunately, with us having to lose not having to, but since we did lose our warehouse, we are scrambling. We found one. Angelo and Kevin at County Facilities worked out for us, found us a new facility. So we're just finishing up everything with the landlord. So we will not have the information out to the public until the week of December 7th. So
Okay.
the families that register are given that notification. They need to follow our Facebook page to make sure they get that information.
Got it.
So once they come to our distribution center, which is going to be a lot more work for us this year, we usually have the senior volunteers from the CHP and the stars from the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office. They come in and they help put my warehouse together. And it may seem like it's not that big a deal, but they are making sure my clipboards are ready for the volunteers to get the distribution items. They're making sure the pencils are sharpened, and everybody goes, what's the big deal? When you go through 300 pencils, it's a big deal. They're making sure that the areas are set up, the toys are sorted and stored in the right places. They're making sure the bags are ready to go. So when the volunteer comes up and gets their clipboard, they're given a bag and go in there. They make sure that we do our quality check. So that you bring everything to me that you picked out, and we go through the clipboard and say you're missing ABC. They go back, then the bag is zip tied with the number on it that the family is given, and it's stored for distribution. So we're losing a lot of work not having our senior volunteers this year, and they can't because of COVID. The one thing we will be able to have, the Sheriff's Office just brought back the Explorers, which are the junior volunteers, the minors.
Okay.
So they're a huge help, because one thing they really help us do is they run the bags back and forth, and during distribution weekend, those kids are getting their steps in.
Yeah.
That's all the way to put it. And then they help break down the warehouse and clean it out
Okay.
at the end of our distribution, which is about a 2-day job. Because everything's got to be picked up, everything's got to be put back in storage, warehouse has to be cleaned, and then we give it back to the landlord.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
So it's go time.
it's go time. We are going.
Past go time.
Yeah.
We are going. So I'm sorry. So the 7th and the 14th are at the Veterans Hall, 130 Placerville Drive.
Okay.
9 to 4. And then on the 28th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving,
Okay.
we are at Placerville from 9 to 3. That is our last registration date. We cannot have walk-in. We cannot have wait lists this year because of COVID.
Got it.
So that is the absolute last day people can register so we can assist them this year. And then on the 28th, we'll also be having, it used to be a stuffer truck. We can't do it now because COVID. So CHP, the Placerville Police Department, and the El Dorado County Sheriff's Department will bring their marked units. They'll be parked there, but unfortunately the kids can't get in them this year.
Right.
But they'll be there, and you can have your picture taken next to the cars, that type of thing.
Okay.
So we'll be doing the registration and a fund and donation drive that day.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell us? Is there a way we can find you on Facebook or any social media?
We are on Facebook, and we're under EDCT, the number 4T, and it's Toys for Tots, Placerville / El Dorado County.
Okay.
So all the information is there. literally everything for our registration, our distribution, anything is there. It's at the pin post at the top of the page.
Okay.
If you want to make a monetary donation to our campaign, you can go to the national website, and that's placerville-ca at toysfortots.org, and that will go straight into our campaign.
Okay.
You can also mail a donation to us at P.O. Box 591, Shingle Springs, California, 95682. Another fun way to donate to Toys for Tots nationally is Frito-Lay and Pepsi are working in conjunction with us this year. So you can find specially marked 2-liter bottles. It'll look like a present. It'll have the Toys for Tots logo on it.
Okay.
And Frito-Lay, the chips, I believe it's Doritos, and I definitely know Cheetos because you won't find them now in El Dorado County because I bought them all. we'll have the Toys for Tots logo on it also.
Okay.
So a portion of those proceeds go back to the national, and it's distributed between all 800 and some odd campaigns.
Awesome.
So that's
Cool.
a fun way of doing it. And then, of course, if you see one of our donation bins anywhere, or either for the monetary or toys, drop in.
And we do have donation bins at our office. Even though the office is closed, you can call the number on the front door, and we'll come out and assist you bringing toys in.
Okay.
And those all get put in the same pool.
Okay.
And that's the
Cool.
Chips for Kids bins. If you see those, it's all going to the same place.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm excited, and I can't wait to follow your whole process. So I'm going to be going to the one with the motorcycle guys,
Yes.
the Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors.
Yes. So I'm going to follow you over there and see how that goes because that sounds really fun. And then definitely December 5th, downtown on Main Street,
Yes.
Bell Tower.
Bell
So
Tower.
that'll be fun. So cool.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good event, and just you have to excuse us. You'll see snowman, you'll see elves, you'll see Santa.
It's a good
maybe.
time. It's a very good time.
More embarrassing, but we work for it and we make it happen.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming out, and Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.